disease which is not given in one of the texts, and that is addiction to a smartphone. Is your child smartphone addicted? How would you actually diagnose whether your child is smartphone addicted or not, and what could be the remedies that you can decide on? If we go on to some of the surveys, 50% of the teenagers feel that they have been addicted, and their parents so believe that their child is addicted in some way or the other. Also, 60% of the teenagers feel that they have to log on to social network to check up the latest updates. On another note, there was a research which says that 95% of the teenagers have access to a smartphone in one form or the other. So when this is the grave situation with the smartphone entering into market, how would you actually find whether your child is addicted to smartphone or not? Some of the questions you need to ask yourself as well as you need to ask your child. Is smartphone affecting the routine cycle of the child's daily routine? Is the habit of the child extremely changing? Are there mood swings that can be deciphered from the child? Or there are also conditions sometime when if the device is taken, the child becomes angry, irritable, the child is trying to skip the social events, the social functions. Now these are some of the telltale symptoms because they make you understand that in some way or the other there is a problem. Now this problem could be negative effects which could lead to mood disorders, anxiety disorders, child not mingling up with others, keeping away from the social interactions, feeling low on certain issues, having insomnia, sleep depression as sleep disturbances as some of the common things that are to be addressed. And beyond that, there are also extreme urgencies when child feels that they need to be connected. So when the child feels they need to be connected, they would quickly want the cell phone with them. If they are not getting it, the anxiety, the irritability might increase. They might feel uneasy if they are away from the device for a prolonged period. They have an urgent need to respond to the messages, see the alert. So what could be some of the remedies by you as a parent that can be done? You as a parent can actually encourage your child to keep away from these devices, but you have to become a role model for the same. Make sure that you are taking a time off the screen and the same message you are conveying to your child. Also try to educate the child, try to have a bonding with the child. Bonding with the child would be a very essential aspect because this would ensure that you are creating a healthy family environment. Monitor your child off and on, have screen-free areas within the home, have check-in policy that this is the time to sleep, no more devices in the room. So there should be certain guidelines, certain principles that must be abide by you as well as your young generation, and therefore those are some of the basic strategies. Most of the cases child is able to get through these and engage themselves in playtime, meaningful activities, but in certain situations if this does not occur, there have to be more individual process therapy, sometimes cognitive behavior therapy that has to be used to cope up the process, and encouraging meditation, yoga and other healthy lifestyles could be the next alternate. But the first thing is make sure accept the fact that there is a problem with the smartphone addiction, and how can you rule out by getting yourself more involved with the child. If you are involved with the child would definitely not think about going into the device again. Very important concern of this generation, and we would be covering many such important issues highly relevant for parenting for youth in the upcoming sessions. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day.